Well, how are ya? How was everyone on this beautiful, incredible, and amazing day, night that it is here in the OKC? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We here, baby. So thankful and grateful that we are still here because we have to carry along, journey along, and continue doing all the things that's written in our book of life. I am thankful, grateful. I feel blessed in the city, blessed in the field. I feel like I can conquer the world. I feel like I can run for 100 miles per hour and never get tired because I have ambitions and I'm living abundant. I'm living above. I'm living overflowed with so much joy and enthusiasm. We are still here. We got a lot of things that we have to do, and I just want to get ready for it. I just want to get ready for it. Whatever you want me to do, I will do it. I surrender to you. And if you hear my words and you feel the same thing I feel, you yourself need to get yourself in the same category because, hey, you got a lot of things that you have in store. You living for something. You living for a reason. You living in debt. You have a purpose. Yes, you do. So, you ready to find out? All you got to do is open your mouth and begin to say, help! And help is on the way. And who are you asking? You're asking your angels, your spirit guides, the Holy Spirit that lives and dwells in you, God, the universe, the elements of this earth. And I have to add your ancestors. That's who you asking. You asking the source. So go to the source right now. Men and women, please go, my loved ones. Well, I have something upon my heart I'd like to share with you all of you. I have a point to ponder and it's dealing with, I don't care what you say. I only care what my spirit guides say. I don't care what you say. I only care what my spirit guides say. So, are we ready? So we need to find out about this subject, my loved ones. Are we ready for this? Let's get this. Okay. It's been upon my heart for some time being, my loved ones, and I want to express myself in the way that I would love for everybody to hear me out. And I don't really care what other people say. That's right. I only care what my spirit guides say. And I've been living by that model for a very long time. And I feel it is getting me somewhere. But when I talk to other human beings, another person, another body, they probably would think that something is terribly wrong with me. And it's only because they themselves have been allowing their flesh to lead and guide their directions. You need to lay low from their flesh. Don't allow their flesh to get the best of you, but die from their flesh. That's what you need to do. Die from their flesh and allow the spirit to lead you. I can't really talk to normal people, average people, because they think that something is terribly wrong with me. And I have to let them know there's nothing wrong with me whatsoever. It's just that I learn to allow the spirit within to lead and guide me. I learn to allow the higher beings from the higher realms to lead and guide me. Not only that lead and guide me, but I learn to obey. And this is something that's really hard for a lot of people. because they feel like this is their body, right? That's what they feel. This is me. This is me. This is I. This is mine. This is me, right? Me. This is my body, right? My body. Well, it's not your body. You are just in that vessel for a temporary season and for a temporary reason. You cannot take that body that you say is mine, me, I. You can't take it to the other side. And this is something that many people cannot clearly understand because they are allowing the flesh to lead and guide and direct their life. They look in that mirror and really believe that that is them, but seriously, it's not them. So it's kind of hard to explain this to people because they are not really comprehending what I'm really saying. They're not really comprehending what I'm really saying. Like I had heard and grown up in Louisiana, like they go in one ear and out the other. That's sometimes what some people think and do. They go in one ear and out the other. So now I'm at this time in my life that I really don't care what other people say. I only listen to what my spirit guides tell me. I don't care what other people say. I only care what my spirit guides say and tell me to do. That's how it rolls, my loved ones. So we ready to roll this on what? Let's go. Okay. All right. I have some beautiful daughters from my marriage that I was actually in for over 14 years. I love them to death. They are my heart and soul. But something had happened when we were living in the state of Florida. I have been living in the state of Florida, South Florida, for over 18 years. And at the time when I began to make Florida my home, I have met this particular individual at college, which is a great place to meet people, my loved ones. If you really want to find someone, I believe the greatest place to find someone is at a college or a junior college. These are the great places that I believe that would lead you to the right person. So I had met this individual, and I just thought that she was very unique. I thought she was spontaneous. I thought that she was someone who really didn't care what other people think or say about her. So I got a number and everything, and we hit it off. And before we know it, we began to live with each other. And beginning after living with each other, that's when we decided that we wanted to get married. Now, it took 2 years to make the decision, but it began to get us in the direction where we needed to go. So after getting married, 7 years later, we had our first child, our daughter, and her name is Miracle. And 2 years after that, we got our second daughter, and her name is Charisma. But during the years, something had happened with her. And I can clearly remember when we was living inside this home. It was our first time in actually ever living in the home because we was living in apartments. So I felt really good that we had a home. We didn't own it, but we was living in a home. So it felt really good just to have a home and have a yard because we had dogs and they could just run and just shit all over the place if they wanted to. It was a beautiful thing. But something had happened after she had her second child. I don't know what exactly had happened, but something had triggered her, and it wanted her to drink heavily. when it comes to people in their problems, it is good sometimes to communicate to someone or something. Now, her thing is that she wasn't fully opening to me, which is okay. You don't have to tell your partner, your companion, your main squeeze, the one that you love with all your heart, everything that you're going through. However, there is something you can go to, and I just wish that she herself could have been going to that path, to that something, and that something is the source, which I had said in the introduction, which is your angels, your spirit guides, the Holy Spirit that lives and dwells in you, God, the universe, the maker creator of any and everything, the elements of this earth, and your ancestors. That is the source that many people normally do not go to. They choose to go a different direction in their life. And the direction that she went to is drinking. So when she began to go in that direction, I was going the opposite direction where she was going. I was not going to dibble and dabble. I didn't want it to be that two parents was under the influence trying to take care of kids, babies. I didn't want that to go down like that. So I began to think, stay focused, and concentrate on taking care of the babies at home. Somebody had to do it, and it had to be me. And I felt good that I made that decision, because it had to be somebody to lead and guide these kids in the right direction. And it was definitely me. While she's getting drunk, I'm over here taking care of the kids. That's what I did on a daily basis. And I'm very proud that I stayed at home, was a stay-at-home dad for over 6 years. That's what I did. Somebody had to do it. So around 2020, that's when she really was like, well, I just want to make a decision to leave the state of Florida. And this is something that a lot of people think is the wise decision to do. Just leave any and everything that they know, which is not a great idea, because wherever you go, whatever problems, whatever circumstances, whatever is triggering you will also follow you. So it don't matter where you go. You can go to another planet, to Pluto, if you want to, and you will still have your problems following you. So she thought it would be a great idea to leave the state of Florida and move to Texas. That's what she thought was a great idea. Now, mind you, I did not decide to go to Texas, because I knew in my heart it was not a wise decision to leave, at least not yet. Because at that time, it was the introduction of COVID-19, and a lot of chaos, a lot of pandemonium things was going on around that time, and I just thought it was not the great idea. Not only that, I heard 2 or 3 times when I was meditating, do not make that decision. Stay where I'm at. I stayed, but she decided to go. So when she began to take that voyage ride to Texas, I was homeless on the streets for a year and a half. While being homeless on the streets for a year and a half, I did not see my beautiful daughters. Now, that had hurted me for a while, that losing everything, including the dogs. But one thing I couldn't lose was my spirit. I would not allow anything to take me under or take control of me. So I stayed focused. I began to feed my spirit. I began to grow. I began to fall in love with my spirit, and my spirit began to help me a lot of things that I needed help when I was sleeping on the streets. So when it was time for me to make a decision to get a job, because I needed a job to save up money to see my beautiful daughters in Texas, I jumped on it and I saved up the money to see my beautiful daughters. Everything went well as of seeing them in Texas. My plan was only to stay there in Texas for a month, but somehow, some way, God had a different plan, and that plan was to stay in Texas. Now, staying in Texas was not like getting back with the person I'm married to. That's not the plan. But it was much more that I had an opportunity to be with my kids and do all the beautiful things with my kids and grow with my kids again. That was the thing. It went well until 4 months as of being in Texas. She had the eureka moment as of wanting to move to Oklahoma. So I just thought that she was going to make the decision on her own. But she somehow was adding me into the mix of it. And I was like, okay, I'm not really in the picture. I'm just only here in the picture for my kids. But I guess she thought that, hey, he is the father of the kids. So he has the right to come and be with the kids. So we moved to Oklahoma. Okay, moving to Oklahoma was different, was decent, was fair, but there was something still missing inside of the home. Now, it has been several months that she never really looked at me as a man, never looked at me as a husband, never wanted to do anything sexually with me. So when you not doing the things you supposed to be doing to the person that you're supposed to be doing these things to, that man or that woman is going to go out and find someone to do those things with. It's just so natural for anybody to do those type of things. So what I did, well, not trying to find anyone, it just, things began to work in a way that, hey, I think I really like this person. And as of working at Walmart, I had met someone that I really, 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 really like. And we began to take things slow, really slow, as holding hands and kissing and going out on dates. Sex was never in the mix, never in the subject of doing. We waited so later to do those type of things. But just taking those baby steps and doing things slow, and that's what we did. Just really love that someone came when I needed someone to talk to share things with, and to bond with. She became the greatest person that I know in the state of Oklahoma. So while this was going on, I'm still living inside of the home with the person that I'm legally married to. That's when I was like, I need to make a decision as of getting my own place. So I began to save enough money to get my own place. Once I had enough money to save up, get my own place, I moved out. And ever since I moved out, I never had another chance of seeing my two beautiful daughters. And I'm a diviner. I love diving deeply and asking questions to the higher beings from the higher realms. And every time I used to ask them, is this the time that I should communicate with my two beautiful daughters? Is this the time that I should get in touch with my beautiful daughters? They will always they always say to me, no. And I take it to heart because I really don't care what other people say. I only care what my spirit guides say. And that's from the heart. This is something that is kind of hard for a lot of people to understand. This is kind of hard for a lot of people to really maintain. This is kind of hard for many people to obey because they are not allowing their spirit to lead and guide them. A lot of people are asking a lot of questions like, why I can't talk to my daughters or why I can't do this. It is a reason. So I never really like to get deeply trying to ask a lot of questions because sometimes it's not for me to know, just only to obey. So I have been asking for several months and I still get the answer of no. And it's going on 2 years of not seeing my two beautiful daughters. But my spirit guides, my higher beings from the higher realms letting me know, not yet. For other people, when they hear this, they begin to go ballistic. They begin to go out of control, getting out of control. Just can't understand why they can't do what they want to do. But I know it's a reason of not doing what I really want to do. It's not timing. But when the time comes, I will be ready. So loved ones, I thank you for taking out the time to listen to what I had to say today and I had to talk about. I don't care what anybody say. I just care what my spirit guides say. I really don't care what anybody say. I only care what my spirit guides say. When I was alone on the streets and I really needed to talk to someone, there was not one being on my left side or one being on my right side. The only person that I could count on was my spirit guides. And I'm very thankful that they was always there when nobody was there. That's how much I have so much love for my spirit guides. They mean the world to me because I remember being on them streets. People look at you differently. People don't want to be around you. People avoided you. People thought that you were nothing. But my spirit guides never look at me in that type of way. They never did. So I'm very thankful that my spirit guides, plus my angels, was always there when nobody was there. Now, if they are telling me not to do something, I'm not going to do it. No matter how many times that I get a no, I will not do what I want to do. I will only do what they want me to do. Now, to the average person, to the normal person, to the people who allowing the flesh to get the best of them, they cannot understand this whatsoever. But I don't give a flying fuck what they think. I only feel and do what my spirit guides tell me to do. I don't give a flying fuck what you think or say. I only give a fuck what my spirit guides tell me to do. That's how I roll. No matter how you look at me like, well, it seems like you are unfitted father. It seems like you neglecting your kids. I'm not doing a damn thing. because I truly have loved my kids from day one. Who do you know going to be a stay-at-home father for over 6 years? Who do you know is going to be someone that turned down money to take care of their beautiful daughters because the mother is an alcoholic? I sacrificed and did a lot of things for my two beautiful daughters. I did a lot of things. And up to the day, I know that my two beautiful daughters truly, 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 truly love me with all their heart. I'm just doing what they tell me to do because they know what's best. I'm just a human being. I'm just a person that's inside of this body, but I know I am more than this body. I'm just someone that's inside of this body, don't know much, don't know everything, but my spirit guides know everything. I'm just someone inside of this body, don't know a motherfucking thing, don't know nothing, but my spirit guides know everything. So if they continue telling me no, I'm going to listen and obey. If they continue telling me no, I'm going to continue listening and obey. And this is something that you need to get yourself in the mix, in the mind frame of doing as well too. It's not all about you, and it never will be about you. It is never all about you, and it would never be about you. Listen what they have to say to you and obey. And when you do, you will understand why. Maybe don't understand right now, but later on in life, it will make a lot of sense. But be like me. Listen and obey what your spirit guides, your higher beings from the higher realms have to say to you. And when you do that, your life will be golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Yeah, it'd be like that, my loved ones. So, loved ones, I thank you for listening. And thank you for tuning in. And I thank you for watching. Be good. Be safe. Take care.